Hello everyone, this is Margarita with CityGal Papeterie. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. In today's video, I wanted to do a scrapbook layout. I am starting my Christmas series for this year, and I'm going to be using this sketch here that is created by Laura Whitaker. I got this sketch from this sketchbook packet. I guess I printed it out from Laura Whitaker's website. I will be sharing that link below, and I've gathered some supplies and some elements that I want to use. These are the photos I'm going to be scrapping today. They are of my children with Santa in 2018. It was our last Christmas in New York, so it's really special. I'm going to use this paper as my background. It's by Cartabella. It is their country kitchen, and it's a double-sided sheet that I know I'm not going to use the back for anything. And then I have this other really pretty pattern paper by Echo Park. It's their Merry Christmas collection. This is the sticker sheet that comes in that collection, and this is what the collection looks like. So yeah, I have some elements that I want to use. I don't end up using everything here, but I did set some things aside. I have a button here that's just been rolling around my desk. I have some stickers, some number stickers that I wasn't sure how to use. And then this little stack of sample gift wrap paper. It's all nice metallic colors that have really pretty coordinating colors. So I'm going to start off by referring to my sketch there on the side, and I cut off the branding strip for my background, and I did cover the other sketches on the page just so I wouldn't be distracted by them, and just I could focus more on the sketch that I wanted to use. So looking at my sketch, I know I'm going to need some layering pieces. I'm going to use this as my photo layering background piece of paper. I'm just cutting it to a size that I know will fit both of my images. And now I'm trying to figure out which papers I want to use behind it. I settled with the gold, the red, and a green.
Thank you.
And I'm trying to figure out exactly how I'm going to layer them behind my mat, my photo mat. They do have staple holes because they were stapled together with other little booklets. And I inherited these sample sheets. I don't know where they came from or how to get these. But yeah, I've had them for a little while, and I was really happy to be able to use them. Once I know which pieces I'm going to use and where I'm going to put them, I'm going to cut off some of the paper that's not going to be showing in case I want to use it somewhere else in my layout, since I don't have that many of these. This way, yeah, I have some pieces to use in other parts of the layout. And then I start adhering my background paper. Yeah, again, just making sure I want to put it bottom left. I do sometimes change my mind. And now I'm taking off the release paper and putting it right onto that L-shaped piece. So you really can't tell that the entire paper is half of the paper is missing from the back because you can't see it. I'm going to repeat that here. I'm taking off a piece that I know is not going to show in case I need to use it later for any other part of the layout. And then I will stick down the piece that I want to show. Here I'm putting the tape in the wrong places, but I don't know yet. And I decide to use this poking tool to help me lift the release paper, but it's not helping because I don't know. I always have a battle with taking off the release paper from my double-sided tape. Here I just realized I put the tape in the wrong place and have to add more tape. And then I go back to just using my fingernails to take off the release paper. And now I'm making sure I want to place my gold paper on that side. I was unsure if it was big enough, but yeah, so I'm thinking maybe the green I should add more green because it just, I don't know, it looked weird there for a minute, but I settled with putting the gold there, and it does end up working out just fine. And like I mentioned previously, this was our last Christmas when living in New York. So I was really happy to see that globe that you see on the top right corner there in the Echo Park set. It has a cityscape of New York. That's the Chrysler Building, and it's little buildings from New York City. And I was so happy to use that in my layout to represent this last Christmas that we had in New York. So it makes this layout a little bit special. I'm fussy cutting the globe out, so I'm gonna be able to use it as an ephemera piece. It's a large ephemera piece, but I definitely know that I want to use it in my layout. Has anyone out there had a Christmas in New York? I'm very curious to know. I feel like Christmases in New York have always been very special, especially if you go by the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. It just, I don't know, it gives you all these warm, fuzzy feelings, and I just love how it feels. I love it. I love it so much. Anyway, something I miss about New York. So here I'm making sure I know that it's going to fit. I don't put it next to the pictures though, which initially I thought I was going to do, but I do put down my photo with the matting behind it. Sorry, I'm distracted because I'm also keeping an eye on my toddler. And I go ahead and place that down. I do run it through my sewing machine. My battery died, so there's some footage missing. I added this piece of paper that I had cut from the green sheet, and I put it on the corner at the top. That band at the bottom is actually 2 pieces of seam binding that I sewed together and added down there. And I'm following the sketch pretty closely. I did already adhere my photos as well. And then I'm adding this other piece of gold Christmas paper to the top left corner to create my cluster. I cut this piece of paper to use as a tag, and there's my red button. I'm so happy I got to use it. And then I added some twine that was blue and white to kind of pull some of the colors from that Christmas light background paper and incorporate some more blue in the background. And I place my tag down, and like I said, I'm following pretty closely to the sketch that I'm referring to. And so here's my little globe. I do choose to also add some twine, some of the same twine, to the top and bottom of the base of the globe. And that's going to add some texture, some dimension. And again, it's going to incorporate some of that same blue that's in the pattern paper. I'm using silicone glue to adhere this down. Sorry, this voiceover is just awful today, but we're going with it because I won't be able to do it at any other time. But I'm super tired and I have had no coffee. I'm sure many of you can relate, and I've just got a lot going on. So I'm definitely distracted today. So this is probably the worst voiceover I've ever done. However, we're getting it done. We're sharing the layout. We're getting a video up. And I'm always happy to share with all of you. Life is life, right? We all go through things and we can't really avoid it. We got to just keep moving forward. So there's my little globe. Super duper cute. I kind of wish I had one in real life. I would definitely display this in my home. And then I stick that down on the top corner. And yeah, I really like the twine on it. I like the dimension that it adds and the texture. And now I'm going to reach into these stickers and I grab the 25, that lucky special Christmassy 25, and I add it to the corner there of my cluster. Here's my son popping in to say hello. And now I'm going to trim my layout a little bit. I think I cut off 1/2 inch from the side and the bottom because I want to add another sheet behind it for a border. And I think I settled on, there he is again, peekaboo. I settled on this green. I thought about doing red, but I didn't like how it looked. So I just settled with the green. And I adhere it only in 2 places because I want to run it through my sewing machine and add a nice stitched border all the way around. Here I am fighting with the release paper again. I think I waste so much time on that. So there's the border on the outside. I stitched it all together. And now I'm going to just look through my stash and add a few more elements here and there. This is just a stash of random stuff that I keep around with my Christmas stuff. I add this snowflake. It's so pretty, and I think it adds some nice color that matches that little band at the bottom. And I chose that like beige color because my little one who's on Santa's lap is also wearing that same beige color. He's got some little overalls on. And I wanted to, again, like incorporate some of that color in the layout. I added that little stamp, but I ended up taking that off because I didn't really like it. And I found something better to place there. I found a little extra piece of twine that I had cut from the twine that I used on the globe. And I made a bow. And then I'm going to add that to my cluster at the top on the globe. Because I love bows and they always add some happiness to things. There's also a bow on the tag, so it kind of matches. So that's all we got so far. And now I'm going to pull in the sticker sheet and figure out what stickers I want to incorporate here as well. I also still need a title. I did want to use that Merry Christmas lettering on the sticker sheet. So I know that I'm gonna need to find a spot for that. Here I added this sticker with the little Christmas lights, which is the same as the pattern paper behind the photos. And then I have this little Santa label and I'm overthinking it. So I end up just plopping it down anywhere and yeah, done. Do you guys find that you do that sometimes? You like overthink. Where am I putting this? Does it go here? Does it go there? And then it's like, why am I spending so much time on this? Sometimes it's better when you just put it down and you're done and it actually works itself out. I settled on that corner for the gifts, and here's my my next sticker. It's a little stocking, and as you can see I already removed that stamp and I'm adding my title there. And the tap of the fingers is always like, what else can I do? What else can I put on here? I love this candy cane sticker. It's really pretty. And then I wanted to add a few snowflakes, but both of my boys were literally standing right next to me watching me do this, and they were like, more snowflakes, more. So I just kept adding snowflakes, and then they started pointing to the ones they wanted me to add. And by the time this is done, there's like a bunch of snowflakes all over this layout, which is great because they participated in creating this layout with me, and I love that they enjoyed sharing that moment with me. So yeah, so this is it. It's all completed now. I just have to add my journaling, which I'll do later on, and a date. I mean, we can see it's 2018, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope this wasn't too awful of a voiceover. I know it's probably the worst I've ever done, but you know, I'm glad you stuck with me, and I hope to see you guys next time.